Sir, would you check his mic on, please? Now you on.
Well, tonight I'm going to talk about the life of Nicodemus. If you got your Bible tonight, turn with me to John 3, verse 1. In this chapter is pretty much the story of the start of Nicodemus. This is the Bible mentions him for the first time in this passage. As we know, Nicodemus was a Pharisee, but he was a member in the Jewish Sanhedrin. What it says from what I gathered, that he was one of the three richest men in Jerusalem. That he could, with them three men combined, that he could run the city for 21 years on their own funds. So he was a pretty powerful man back then, and he had a very high reputation. He had lots of stake for him when he comes to see Jesus at night. I read John verse 1 and 2. There was a man named Nicodemus, a Jewish religious leader who was a Pharisee. After dark one evening, he came to speak with Jesus. Rabbi, he said, we all know that God has sent you to teach us. Your miraculous signs are evidence that God is with you. In this passage, Nicodemus, he's pretty much a closet fan. If I had to put a title on my message, it'd be from a fan to a follower. Here, as it says, he's coming around at night, sneaking around, so nobody will see him. And what's at stake here is, it's so great that if somebody sees him and he gets caught by some of the Pharisees, he could possibly die. Well, you're seeing Jesus. It's like a closet fan, for example, is like, say, here's an illustration. You have families that die hard Kentucky, watches them every game, even goes to the ball games. But you're a Tennessee fan. But yet, you don't tell nobody in your family. You don't show it. And you love going to Kentucky games when Tennessee plays Kentucky. So you can watch and secretly cheer for Tennessee. That's kind of like what Nicodemus is doing here. He's very secretive. He's almost paranoid. Because, once again, it says he's sneaking around at dark. And as you go further in this text, through 3 and 4, and pretty much through 8, verse 8, he's talking to Jesus how to be born again. It states in this passage that he never asked a question. Or he never asked for anything from Jesus. Except for salvation. He wants to know how to be saved. And Jesus Christ pretty much tells him it's all or nothing in here. Either you're going to commit to me and follow me, or you're not. You're just going to be a secretive mind for Christ. And that's what he is in this passage. And if you're turn with me to John 7, verse 45. I'll read this passage, and starting with verse 45. When the temple guards returned without having arrested Jesus, the leading priests and Pharisees demanded, "Why didn't you bring him in? We have never heard anyone speak like this," the guards responded. Have you been led astray too? The Pharisees not? Is there a single one of those rulers of Pharisees who believes in him? This foolish crowd follows him, but they are ignorant of the law. God's curse is on them. Then Nicodemus, the leader who had met with Jesus earlier, spoke up. Is it legal to convict a man before he is given a hearing again? They replied, are you from Galilee too? Search the Scriptures and see for yourself. No prophet ever comes from Galilee. In this passage, he takes the step from being a closet fan to being a casual fan. He's pretty much on the fence here. He doesn't know which way to go, whether to step back and just not be seen, or take a stand and stand out for Christ. But he's taking a step. And as you can see, the Pharisees are mocking him. I mean, they don't really come out and say it. But they say in this passage, are you from Galilee too? They're not, I don't know what the word is. They're not really, really making fun of him. They're like, just kind of picking at him. Just kind of irritated at him, what you could call it. And it says, search the Scriptures and see for yourself. No prophet ever comes from Galilee. I did some research, and that is totally false. The Pharisees were supposed to know everything about Scripture, but it says, and I had to study Bible, so it gives me stuff, and it says that Jonah was from a place called Gath Hepel in Galilee, which Jonah's a prophet. I mean, he's Jonah in the world. So, and it's kind of funny that they're supposed to know every oral, every purity law that there is, practice it, search the Scriptures, and memorize them by teenagers. Yet they don't know. They read their Bible and their stuff, but it's like with Jesus, they don't know Jesus. And that's why they're trying to have him arrested in this passage. And here, Nicodemus, he never actually comes out and says that he's for Christ. He's just defending him. Another illustration. It's like a duck hunter. I love the duck hunter. And duck hunter's got the best hunting hole there is in the town. Thousands of ducks. And he's got all the greatest gear there is. But yet he only goes once or twice out of the 60-day season. He has every opportunity to go, but yet he doesn't. He doesn't take his stand for Christ. And he doesn't take his stand and kill a bunch of ducks. Nicodemus doesn't take a full stand for Christ. And then, once again, he's a casual support. He's on the fence, and he's confused. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what he should do, whether he should take a stand and be mocked, or just stand back in the sidelines and be and please the Lord, as you can call it. And that's a lot for us today, how we can relate this passage. As us as a church, we can either take a stand for Christ, or stay back in the sidelines and not be seen. There's a lot at risk when you're taking a stand for Christ. Your reputation as an individual can be broken. You will be mocked and you're persecuted. But you're getting a reward at the end. And I believe our church is doing that. And I want to compliment Brother Kevin for leading it up for Go Night and stuff like that. And just many others, deacons and stuff. And as a group, I think we're growing. And I like to see it. But how we can I can tell I'm kind of nervous. text and all that. We don't want to be a closet fan or a casual supporter. You want to be a committed follower. And then at the end of this, you can see it in John 19, I believe it's verse 38 and 39. You can clearly see that Nicodemus is a committed follower of Christ. It says, this is when Jesus has done been crucified, and he's about to be buried. Afterward, Joseph of Arimathea, who had been a secret disciple of Jesus, asked Pilate for permission to take down Jesus' body. When Pilate gave permission, Joseph came and took the body away. With him came Nicodemus, the man who had come to Jesus at night. He bought about 70 pounds of perfume oils made from myrrh and aloe. Now, that's taking a stand, I see. He's out in the middle of the day where everybody can see, and he's saying, look, I'm a follower, and I'm going to take care of this dude. He is my beloved Savior, and I trust completely in him. And 75 pounds of perfume oils and myrrh. Well, that's a lot back then, lots of money. I mean, as I said, he's one of the richest men, so he takes a stand. And that's how we're going, as individuals, you have to take a stand. Whether, are you going to stand back in the sidelines, or are you going to take a stand for Christ? Whether it's at your workplace, your job, whether you're the boss or the employee, whether it's school. People are going to make fun of you. And one thing that I've been meaning to tell all of my friends is don't wait for global to be fired up. Do it now. And this goes for y'all too. Let's not wait for revival when we have another revival. Let's not wait for anything, for going out or nothing. To get fired up. Because that's all that matters. Is that we live for Him. And everything else will come along with it. I mean, for example, Paul, there's no telling how many trials that he had. But yet he still trusted in God, and it all worked out. And he's going to get a great reward, I believe that. And whether you want that reward or not is up to you, but I tell you, I sure do. So, I ask you tonight, determine which one you are. Be honest with yourself. Are you a closet fan? Are you a casual supporter? Or are you a committed follower? Now, I mean, you can tell by your actions. Closet fans, they're shy. They seek Him when nobody's looking. They don't take a stand. Casual supporters, it's iffy. Sometimes it depends on, it's kind of like a coin. You flip it one way, they do this, and you flip the other, they do that. Either they take a stand sometimes, and sometimes they don't. And a committed follower is all time, around the clock. Don't matter who sees them, what they think about them, or anything. They're for God, and they're committed to God. And I got a good scripture that keeps me going, and to be bold for Christ. And it's 2 Timothy 1 said, for God has not given us the spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. That God hadn't given you the spirit to be shy. And I hear people say, well, I'm just a shy person. Yeah, you might be. But yet you can still take a stand, because God, if the Holy Spirit's inside of you, He can do great things. God can do great things for your life. If you trust in Him, and just let God be God. That's the problem with too many people. They want to see everything planned out, what God's going to do. But like Brother Kevin said, faith pleases God. And you gotta have faith that He'll let it work out. So Kevin's pretty much all I got. So did you want to come up here?
I told Ben there'd be no sermon after the sermon.
I thought you were going to say